Hey you guys, it's RealRitaLynn and welcome back to my channel. If you are new to my channel, then go ahead and hit the subscribe button so that you are joined to the Rebel family. And if you are already a Rebel, then thank you so much for coming back, you guys. Make sure you hit the notification bell off to the side so you never miss an upload or a post from me. So as you can tell by the description below, today I am going to be doing a real as fuck life update. A lot of things have changed, some good, some bad, some things are still up in the air, and I just feel like it's only right for me to share that information with you guys. So I'm really gonna like skip the small talk because why, you know, like it's not necessary, so we're not gonna do it. And I'm just gonna go ahead and jump right into it. So if you are ready for this video, then of course, just keep watching. Okay, you guys, so like I said, a lot of things have changed, some good, some bad, some things are still kind of like up in the air. But I did ask you all on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, I believe, to submit some questions that you had for me, right? And I said that right now I will be answering any questions, no matter what it was. Nothing was off limits, and I was just going to be as real and as honest as I can be. So to kind of just like dive right off into the topics, the first thing that I was asked was, how is my mom? And if you guys follow me on Facebook, which Facebook is really where I started my whole influencer career, that is like where I feel like the heart of my career is. I did have my mom on one of my Facebook lives I want to say it was like a month ago maybe, and she kind of shared with my audience that she has recently been diagnosed with cancer. My mom was diagnosed with multiple myeloma a couple of months ago, so we have been dealing with that. She has already started chemo, so she's about maybe 10 to 12 rounds of chemo in. She is not currently doing radiation chemo, so it's not the type of chemo that would pull her hair out. However, she has expressed that she's always very tired. Her body is in constant pain, like she's constantly aching. I have seen her go from being like this up and vibrant and bright and mobile person to someone who is restricted mobility wise. You know, sometimes she has her good days, and then sometimes she has her down days. I don't want to say bad days, because with cancer, I feel like every day that you get a day to live is a day that you should be thankful for. So I don't feel like she has bad days, which she might say something different, but I'm grateful for every day that she has, especially with this new diagnosis. For me, it's kind of difficult seeing, I'm not going to say kinda, it is very difficult seeing her in this state, because my mom has always been just a very strong, positive woman. Like, she's beat so many odds, I can't even tell y'all, just like so many odds. And to see her at almost 60 and to have to go up against cancer, it really just takes me back. I do have my moments where it makes me sad, but then I also know that my mom is a fighter. So myself, along with my siblings, we have just been doing everything that we can to make sure that she has the care that she needs, and pretty much anything that she asks for. Like, nothing is a no at this point if it's in our wheelhouse to do. So, she absolutely hates chemo. I don't know if I said that, but I can't stress that enough. She absolutely hates chemo, but she is definitely doing it. And she's trying to fight, you know. She is definitely in for the fight of her life, and she has our support, and we back her. But all in all, she is doing well. She had surgery a couple of, about maybe 6 weeks ago, she had surgery. So she's doing really well from her surgery. She's finally up and moving a little bit more on her own. So my mom is good. My mom is good. If anything, you guys just kind of keep her in your prayers, and I'll keep you updated as things happen. I do have a blog coming up. It's a day in the life, and I did record a little bit of the process with her going to chemo, of course with her permission. Just so we could kind of show you guys what the process is like. So that's coming up here pretty soon. But all in all, she's doing really well. So, second question was, how are the kids, and did we decide to do virtual learning or face-to-face in school learning? So the kids are doing really great. For this school year, just given the whole situation with COVID, we have decided to homeschool our kids, so they are doing virtual learning. Madison is going to 3rd grade, and I'm super excited about that. So she's 3rd grade. She's still doing cheer, dance, gymnastic, like everything girly under the sun. Mikhail is now a sophomore, and he is learning to drive. So I'm really excited about that because like his senior years are literally right around the corner. I'm really hoping that Mikhail takes up football this year because he is my favorite football player of like all time. And I love just like being the team mom and the football mom and just supporting his dreams. So I'm really hoping that he takes that up this year. And as far as Michael is a senior this year. So he is my 2021 graduate, and I am so excited about that. It's my baby's senior year. So yeah, to senior year, Michael got accepted in his sophomore year. He got accepted into Booker T, and Booker T is a performing arts school. So if you have a kid that is like gifted in the ways of like dance, music, drawing, singing, acting, that is the school that you want your kid to be at. Like that is the school of all high schools, okay? So it's a pretty big deal. But he got accepted in as a sophomore, did really well his sophomore year. His junior year, he started to kind of like ease into like that, you know, party phase, and was doing some things that I didn't really approve of. And because we had already had a contract laid out before him, just letting him know that we wanted him to keep his grades up as well as his behavior. One thing that I've never wanted them to do is to focus more on their athleticism versus their academics. I've always tried to express how important it is to have a healthy balance of the two, because you don't want to be that kid that's a smart kid, but then you're a behavior problem. Or you don't want to be that kid that's like a good kid behavior-wise, but you can't cut it academically. So I've always just expressed to my kids how it's a healthy balance to have the two. And Michael did kind of like slip into like that party phase, and I had to withdraw him his junior year, which was really hurtful for me and hurtful for him, because I know how much that school is going to nurture and give to the talent that he already had. Nevertheless, when we withdrew him and put him into just like a regular public school, which was still a pretty decent school, like we live in a really decent area. The school is one of the top schools, you know, in our city or in our county. So he was still going to a really decent school. But the deal was is that if he went to that school and he kept his grades up and his behavior improved, then his senior year, we would allow him to go back to Booker T. So, of course, this is his senior year, comes around, and we called to talk to the principal, let him know kind of like why we withdrew him, what the situation was. We told him that his behavior has improved, his grades are still like really good, and we wanted to see if he could come back. Long story short, the principal pretty much told us like his senior class is filled to capacity. We don't have any more room for a senior this year. On top of that, the end of the junior year, Michael missed senior solo. He also missed senior pictures, and then he missed portfolio, which is portfolio is just where they build your portfolio up to submit to colleges that you may want to go to. So he had already missed all of that stuff because we pulled him his junior year. So the principal was just like, you know, I'll make a decision by Friday, which is we talked to him on Wednesday. And me and Michael were kind of freaking out because we're like, there's a really great chance that he might not be able to get into school this year at Booker T and graduate where he wants to graduate with and with the class he wants to graduate. So long story short, the principal called us on Friday and let us know that they made a spot for Michael. Like they made a spot for him. So I just thought that was like super amazing. So I'm really hoping that he takes full advantage of this opportunity to be back at Booker T and just showcase what he can really do, especially with it being his senior year. I mean, I'm really hoping my baby kills it. He brings it and just leaves a really good impression on them exiting his senior year. Another question was, how are things going with your marriage? Are you still married? Well, let's go ahead and just kind of address that. Brandon and I have decided to separate. So that is why I am no longer wearing my wedding ring. We have decided to separate. There were just things in our marriage that have gone on, I think, just on both ends, where we need to do some self-correcting. We definitely need to do some soul searching. If we are ever going to be better for each other, or even better for other people. I can personally say on my end, I can't speak for him, of course, because he's not here. But for me, I do feel like in this marriage, I have compromised myself so much to a point to where it's disgusting. I know who I am, and I know what I'm about, and I know who I want to become. And there were things that were said and done in this marriage that just don't connect with the woman that I want to become. And so I have to take a step back, and I have to find out why I allowed some of these things to happen. I do know for a fact that one of the reasons was because I was allowing outside opinions to kind of sway my choice when I knew what I knew, and I should have stood on that. I set the boundaries, I set the standards, of course, and I broke my own boundaries and broke some of my own standards because somebody else decided to do something that was not a part of the agreement. And so, yeah, that just caused for me to like really check myself and really just self-reflect and do some soul searching on my end as to why I let some of the things happen that happened. So that's all I can say for me. I do know that for me, this is a period of self-discovery again, just finding out what I like, what I don't like. Reestablishing those boundaries, and then honoring those boundaries, and then making other people honor those boundaries despite what title or what emotion they hold in my life. So that's kind of that as far as the marriage. Probably be more to update you guys on that. There was another question of, am I expecting? Am I pregnant? Am I with child? No, my boobs are just nice and full. No, okay, so no, I'm not expecting. No, I'm not with child. I actually am done making any type of babies. I don't want any more kids. I am perfectly fine with the 3 that I have. Like, they are the joys of my life. I wouldn't want my life any other way, honestly. So no, I am not expecting. I'm not pregnant. I've gained weight. Yeah, I've gained a little bit of weight. But yeah, I have the quarantine 15, but of course I've been, if you follow me on Instagram, I do go and do a 2-mile run or walk every morning, and then I work out for at least 30 minutes at the lake, and I also meditate. So I've been doing that every day for probably the last 2 months, and I'm definitely seeing the results that I want to see. There are some other options that I am considering at this time, and of course I will vlog that so you guys can kind of like be up to date on what it is I do to stay fit, and also what I'm eating, because that plays a major part in just the way your body is forming, and then of course your overall health. So definitely skipped the small talk and kind of just got right into it. If you guys have any additional questions or want me to dive deeper into some topics, then of course leave me some information down in the comment section so that I can respond to you guys and let you know. There is a really juicy chit chat get ready with me coming up, so I hope that you guys are subscribed and kind of locked in. This is definitely going to be a journey, and this is one that I'm not going to hide. It's one that I am not going to try to save face or emotion for people who have done or said things and have wronged me or just put me in situations that are less than ideal. I mean, it just is what it is, and I'm just gonna keep it real with y'all. Like, it's coming. So I hope you guys are subscribed. I hope your notification bells are on. Let me know what you think about this update and what else you want to see in the future. I have a couple of great ideas and some content coming up, so I really look forward to it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, I am wishing you a beat face, a snatched waist, and a lifestyle filled with grace. I love you guys. Always choose life, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.